Hey, what's up, guys? It's Brad, and today I want to talk about Looksmaxxing your hair. And, there's a few different suggestions I give to guys, but particularly when it comes to going out on dates or you're going to do day game or night game, you always want to be, looking your best. Just like I've said in my other videos, whenever you're going out to pick up women, or go out on a date and make a good impression and get laid and bring a girl into your life so that you can, continue your journey into beginning, getting better with women or finding a girl or whatever you want to do. Big part of it that a lot of other pickup coaches just don't even address. They have no idea what to do about it. I'm pretty good at it because I have a huge friggin' nose and kind of goofy looking. So I had to really figure out a lot of ways to really do this whole like looks max thing. And again, it is one of the most important things. Most guys who do game, they completely neglect it, and because of that, their results just stall. When you upgrade your looks, meaning your skin, your teeth, your hair, your style, there's like a whole bunch of different stuff that you could do. You will get better results with women, absolutely. That's not to downplay game, having good verbals, having good physical escalation, being relaxed around women, having a lot of experience with women. I mean, all that stuff matters as well, but looks also important. So let's get down to it. So there's an article I have on my site, bradholiday.com. I put like 1 to 2 articles per day there, and just check back frequently. A lot of it is about looks maxing. So the first thing I would say is get yourself a pair of clippers to line up your facial hair if you have it, and your hair around the ears and the back. And just, every time before you go out and you're going on a date, just line yourself up and just give yourself a fresh lineup. Make sure that your facial hair looks squared away, and make sure that, you don't have excess hair around here on the back of your neck. In my product, I have videos about hair cutting, and it goes into great depth about that. So if you're interested, that's also included. There's a ton of stuff in the product. So you're going to want to shape that up. The second thing I'd recommend that you learn how to do is just learn how to cut your hair basically. I have a guide that I actually just posted on my blog about like just generally good haircuts that you can have. I literally just cut my hair in about 10 minutes because I've been doing it for years and years. It looks pretty good. It looks decent. It's probably not perfect. I didn't have a fucking mirror behind me. I just did it real quick, but it looks pretty good. It's actually not that difficult to do. I recommend, shaping your hair up, just basically getting the lengths of the hair down so it's clean, at least once a week. I would usually do it actually before like every super hot date that I went on. If I knew I was going out with like a super hot girl on a date, or I was doing night game, I would, shape up my hair and make sure it was really nice. And that doesn't take you too long, and it's not too expensive. You can get adjustable clippers for about, I want to say $80 for the pair that I have, which is the Wall 5-star. Definitely recommend that pair of clippers. I've had it, God, for probably like almost 10 years by now. Really, really good pair of clippers. I've had Andis. I've tried other clippers like Oster. Oster seems good, but I would honestly just get the Wall 5-star. They're really good. They come with all the clipper guards, and it's just a great pair of clippers. Definitely recommend it. As far as the outliner for lining this stuff up, I recommend getting the Andis T outliner, and I also recommend getting an electric shaver, where first you line it up, you just get the line nice. It allows you to kind of just be like have a nice clean line that you make. And then you use the electric shaver to just get the rest of the hair here. Really makes it just look more professional. So, and when you use all those 3 tools in conjunction, you can literally line yourself up with just the Andis and the frickin' electrical razor in like about 3 minutes. It takes me probably honestly about 3 to 5 minutes between unpacking it, plugging it in, lining myself up, turning the thing on, doing that, wiping off the counter, and then putting it away. Probably about 5 minutes. So it's not a big time investment. The next thing I'd recommend is you're going to want to use hair masks, and you're going to want to use conditioner, and you're going to want to use like good products in your hair. So most guys, like, they just have no idea how to really like take care of their hair and what products to use and what styling things to use. So the first thing I'd recommend to guys that don't know this, you want to shampoo your hair like 1 or 2 times a week. When I hear guys that shampoo their hair every day, that's not good because it's stripping all the natural oils off of your scalp and off of the follicles of your hair, making them dry and brittle, and they don't look at your hair just doesn't look as good. So I don't recommend that. I recommend using conditioner every day and hair masks every day. And I'll tell you why. It's for a couple reasons. One is the hair masks that I recommend. I recommend argan oil based hair masks, and I recommend hair masks with keratin, biotin, and collagen, hydrolyzed collagen in it. And the reason is because argan oil and marula oil, they have an amazing effect on the hair where they actually thicken the hair. And they also regrow hair. You know, in my hair and in other people that I've recommended this to, when they use argan oil or argan oil based masks or conditioners, their hair regrows. Like again, I point out to you guys, like I have used like cycles of steroids. My hair has thinned at certain points in my life as I got older. So once I started using the argan oil, my hair like just got really fucking thick. It also works to grow the beard out thicker as well. It's a great ingredient, argan oil. So I recommend that you use. I have a whole article on it on my site, which you can just go check out, and the links are there. It's totally free, and I recommend that you use that every day. You know, alternate days between the argan oil and then the keratin, biotin, collagen hair mask that I recommend. They're both pretty cheap and they last you a really long time. But so then as far as the keratin, biotin, collagen mix hair thing, it makes your hair really just healthy. It shines. It looks healthy. It's you get less split ends. Just your hair looks really good, you know. And every little thing that you do to improve the way that you look, I have girls tell me all the time, like, you know, you look better in person than you do on your profile. You know, I mean, I do, you know, not to be a dick, but like I actually do. Between all the suggestions that I give you, I definitely look better in person than I do on this right here. So, and I'm not saying that with any ego. You'll probably look way better than me for sure. That's why I'm telling you this. So, use those masks. They're very cheap, and then the final thing that I would say that's super important is you're gonna want to have a few different styling tools for before you go out, and pick like a good hairstyle that works for you. Like this for me is just super simple. I just have like a part here, and I know it's not like the most stylish thing. It's not like a fucking pomp, but I just literally just, it takes me 2 seconds to do it, and it's easy. It looks good. And just the fact that I've actually bothered to groom myself makes me stand out from most other guys. I mean, are there guys with better haircuts than me at the club? Yeah, there's probably a couple that, you know, actually got their hair done that day and they just came from the barber and or they're like super anal about their hair and they like really did it perfectly. Personally, I run a business and I like to write a lot and publish a lot and read a lot. So I like it to be quick. And I also like to work out, so I don't really, you know, I'm not making excuses about it. I have other hairstyles that I recommend in my product and in my blog, and you can pick one that works for you. But like a big pomp, it's a little bit more work. Now I'll actually explain how you can get that too. So styling tools. You want to have 3 different styling tools that I recommend. One would be these. It's a heating comb, I guess you'd call it. It's like a friggin' comb that is, it has like a heating element in it. So what you do is you put the hair mask or the argan oil to protect your hair, and then literally you just let this thing run through and it straightens your hair. It works very, very well. It's not as good as getting a Brazilian blowout, which I've actually had. And I got to tell you, I got a lot of compliments when I had that Brazilian blowout. But they put a bunch of chemicals in your hair, and you got to go there, and it's $125. But it lasts 3 months, so that's another option too. Brazilian blowouts are really fucking good. You get it for like $100 on Groupon, and it literally lasts you like 3 months. Where my hair is like curly, and or wavy rather, and it will straighten it out, and it will look fucking good without products. It's just straight. It's pretty cool actually, pretty fucking awesome. So yeah, but I recommend that what do you call it, the freaking heat comb thing, right? So I put it on the blog for you, and of course there's a lot more information in my product. If you're interested in supporting me, I go into greater depth there as well. So then that's the first tool I recommend. The second tool I recommend is to have there's a brush that's like a 360 brush that has hot air blowing through it. Now what this thing does is basically acts as a quick hair dryer. So you're gonna do like, you know, the hair straightener maybe once or twice a week if you want. If you don't already have straight hair, or if you have like kind of thick hair like I do, I would, you know, I used to use that like once or twice a week. I haven't used it in months, by the way, but I would use that like once or twice a week. And the one I recommend is the best one that I found, the best reviews. The one that I have is pretty good. You can use it on your beard, and it's pretty cheap. But this one is better, and that's the one I recommend because it just gets hotter. It's a higher quality thing, and it's going to do a better job of straightening your hair. So the airbrush thing, it's like a 360 brush. You ever see those? You know, it's kind of like a, I don't know how to explain it. It has spokes on all sides, and then what it has is it's basically a blow dryer in the middle with little holes for air in all of it. So what that does is that's going to give your hair some volume. So it's going to make your hair look a lot more professional, like you just came from a fucking salon or something. That's what all those guys use. They use tools like that, or a blow dryer with a fucking comb. Personally, I just figured this would be easier, you know, for you guys, especially if you're new to all this. Like you don't want to have something that's so complicated, you know. Just have something that you could just run through your hair. You know, the blow dryer. Like if you just use these tools, your hair is going to look a lot better. And then the last tool I recommend is a 15-piece comb set, and you could pick a comb from there that works well with your hair. And then from there, after you do the blow drying or whatever, you just frickin' use that to make this line really clean and just like polish it up and polish your beard up and everything. And it just makes you look, you know, crisp as fuck, dude. You know, if you go to any of these like really high-end barbers, or Dominican barbers are amazing, by the way. If you've ever, you know, if you've never gotten a haircut from a Dominican barbershop, you should definitely go because they're fucking awesome. They really take a lot of time with their customers. I used to literally travel all the way up to Washington Heights to get my freaking hair cut by Dominican hair cutters, whatever. It's awesome. So there's that. And then one last thing would be, two things. Hair products. The first one would be, generally most guys do well with this hair clay. But, you know, it sort of depends how much hold your hair needs. For me, my hair is pretty unruly. Frankly, all I use in my hair is just the hair mask. All I have in my hair right now is just the argan oil hair mask. That's all I've been using for a while. And that actually holds my hair down pretty well, which is the one I recommend on the site. But, you know, if you want a little more hold, or you want something that smells a little nicer, it's a little nicer looking texture, although frankly this looks honestly great, you can get this hair clay. And I have the brand recommended on the site, which, you know, you can play around with it. A lot of people really, really love it and swear by it. I haven't played around too much with it, but that's a hair product you can use. Or you could just leave the hair mask in. And I have one hair mask that I really recommend that's in my product. It smells fucking phenomenal. Like, girls smell my hair, they're like, damn, like, you smell so good. They love the smell of the conditioner in the hair. So there's that. Then the last one I recommend is the sea salt spray. And this I've used to varying effect. Guys with longer hair, they have like, I guess, certain types of hair or whatever, they can use this sea salt spray, and it really gives your hair like a nice hold without having a lot of product in it. So like, you see how you can kind of see like there's product in my hair right now. If you wanted to have like a more natural look where like there was no, you know, frickin' stuff in my hair or whatever, you would just spray the sea salt spray and then style it, and it will have this, it will have the hold, and it will actually have more volume or more height. It's just more like it's a different look, you know, and it's so cheap that I recommend it, and it does work well, and it smells good too. So That's those are my recommendations. They're all on my site. And frankly, all these things, like you might think, oh, that sounds like gay almost. Well, it's not because, most girls, think about this. Like you go to the date, and most girls spend a lot of time getting ready for a date that they think is a hot date. So if a girl shows up and she's dolled up to the tens, and, you're like dressed down, you're not looking as good, she's going to notice that and she's going to size you up, and you're also not really going to feel as good about yourself because you're not really, you know what I mean, like you didn't really put yourself together so well. But if you walk in and you're better put together than like 95% of the other guys in the bar, which honestly frequently happened to me, like a lot of the time I was better put together than a lot of the guys and the girls that I was going out on dates with or I was picking up. I mean, I was just in better shape. I, had fasted all day. I was eating clean. I used red light therapy. I did the sauna. I did my hair. I whitened my teeth. My breath was like fucking perfect. Like everything was just on point. You know what I mean? Then you really have an advantage. That's why I'm telling you all this, because, if you think that, like, I've noticed this. I've noticed that, like, for me, when I go out and I talk to girls, if I'm not looking good, I feel kind of like, oh God, like I don't want to, like, I don't even want to take my shirt off when I'm out of shape. I don't want, like, she's looking at me, I could tell my hair's fucked up. I'm like, oh God, like I know I look like shit right now. Like, just fuck. It's just, whether that's healthy or not healthy, I don't know. I just somehow always felt that. And then I felt when I did handle it and I was disciplined about it, it was like almost like I had an advantage on the girl, where I was like, yo, like, why aren't you on point? In a way, like I felt like I had some more status and authority on her. And that's, it's just a part of the game. You got to have that status and authority, black magic shit on the girl, to be honest with you, if she's going to come home with you quickly. Because these girls, this is the thing that drives guys crazy, is like, they'll diss one guy. Seriously, they will diss one guy, and then they will go home with the next guy. They'll be like, oh, I have a boyfriend. Or, oh, no, I don't give up my number. The next guy, they will literally go suck his dick in the bathroom in like 10 seconds. I shit you not. Like a super good looking guy that's willing to lead, and he's funny, he's not taking it seriously. He's just like, hey, what's up? Just thought I'd say hi to you. And she's like, yeah, nice ass, by the way. Like, yeah, so what are you doing right now? And she will very often just come right along with them and go right to the, so you got to have every advantage that you could possibly have. That's what I've learned. And I've noticed in clients and myself, when I've done this stuff, I get way better results. It's almost like it is a huge blind spot, but it's almost like a cheat, because you're really, compared to like going out and having to do all the approaches and learn the game, this is fucking easy. Doing my hair, frankly, I like doing it. It's I'm doing something, I get in the zone. I like to make it look nice, I like to do a good job, and it's not a big deal to me. Going out and doing pickup is like, oh God, I gotta do this shit again. I'm like, fine. I'm like, boom, go in. Then I get into the flow, and then I get momentum. But, it's work, dude. It's way more work to do the pickup and get better at game than it is to do some Looksmaxx shit while you're at home. That's going to make it easier to do game, and it's going to boost your results, which in turn will boost your momentum so that you do better and you get more emboldened and you do better and you're just more of a fucking pimp. So it's a no-brainer, So, yeah, that's the hair stuff I recommend. It's awesome. Highly recommend each and every one of you does it. My recommendations are on the site. If you're interested in coaching or you're interested in supporting me and purchasing my product, which is, both of these things are awesome, hit me up. My email is down below. Check out my site, bradholiday.com. Leave your email there. I post articles every day. And that's about it, guys. Talk to you guys soon. Later.